We live in a culture where we are taught, whether it's explicitly told to us or just messaging, that we are not good enough, that we are not smart enough, that we are not good looking enough, that we are not something enough. Raise your hand if you can fill in that blank at one time or another in your life, feeling not good enough in some way, right? Oh my gosh. It simultaneously breaks my heart to ask that question and makes me excited because I have tools for you. But yes, this is universal. This is something that we all struggle with.
There's a really beautiful quote by a woman named Carol Emery Normandy, and she wrote a book called It's Not About the Food. And she says, be gentle. You are meeting parts of yourself that you've been at war with.
In 2006, just as my husband and I were planning on conceiving our first child, I found out that he was having an affair with our neighbor and had gotten her pregnant. I was absolutely devastated and we divorced. After a couple of months of feeling like I was in a coma, I met someone new and we started dating. Unfortunately, that person had terminal cancer. A few months into that relationship, I found out that he had lied about having cancer to cover up his drug addiction and had conned me out of my entire life savings. That same week, I found out I was pregnant.
We live in a world where we have 12 to 60,000 thoughts per day and 80% of them are negative. This blows my mind, and what this tells me is that most people live and breathe their inner critic all of the time. Their inner critic is in the driver's seat of their life. This is a very recent picture of me and my daughter, and the other day I was getting undressed in our bathroom. It's totally naked, and I said, "What do you think of my naked body?" And hoping, that she would say, "Oh, Mommy, your body's beautiful. I love it." Because we try to teach our children body positivity. So there I am in all of my nakedness, and "What do you think of Mommy's naked body?" And she goes, And in that moment, truly, I could have gone down the path of beating myself up. Even my own daughter doesn't approve of my body. I need to start dieting and working out, and I look terrible, and all of these things, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with, the voices in our head. Or I could have gone down the path of having some compassion for myself. It's a funny story, and just really knowing that I'm okay.
I unlearned old patterns that had got me there in the first place and implemented an entirely new way of being.
When we truly embrace who we are and we step into our authenticity, many times we are met with, "Who does she think she is? I don't like her tone. She's too aggressive. She's too assertive. I don't like the way she dresses."
Once they have the steps and tools to be able to unlearn old thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors, nothing is in their way. They can have success beyond their wildest dreams.
What happens is we start to make decisions based on that place, based on that feeling of feeling not good enough and feeling terrible about ourselves. What I would like you to do instead is to notice when it happens, use the tools, and close that gap. So you're only in that place maybe for a matter of minutes instead of hours or days at a time.
Once they go through my confidence formula, they'll have the tools to gain self-awareness. They will unlearn old ways of thinking so that they can learn new ways of being and more empowering ways of conducting themselves so they can be proud of the women they are. And the results are astounding.
My hope is that you understand that you have the power to manage your negative self-talk, to recreate the neural pathways, and to change your life. And my second thing is, which is indirectly related, is that you understand how immensely, immensely powerful you all are. We are amazing human beings, these creatures with these brains that, again, I will remind you, were built for resilience and built for change. And I hope that you can take that with you today. Thank you so, so much for your time.